The freshman 15. 1. Beforehand, perpetrator says, "My friends and I have a bet about who can lose their virginity first." His sweaty hands prying at her legs shut tight. Something deep inside of her echoes like a gunshot firing a warning, but her mouth stays closed and the sound is swallowed whole. Sick in the bathroom 2 hours later, the bullet comes out of her mouth and is flushed down the drain. No evidence. 2. Afterwards, perpetrator said, "I hope that was okay," as if they were a small child who had just learned the phrase, "It is easier to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission." 3. I scribble, "My body is mine and only mine," over and over in a journal, but the words feel manufactured as they tighten around my throat. I cannot feel this truth. I cannot feel this. 4. Police leave domestic scenes unseen. Your favorite 1950s sitcom never did show the husband lay a heavy, scalding hand on his wife, but behind the scenes, the blood poured. 5. Perpetrator said, "Maybe it's your body." Unable to cope with being caught blood-handed for the 5th time in 2 weeks. Perpetrator doesn't know the difference between cries of pain and cries of pleasure. Afterwards, victim tells perpetrator it didn't hurt, even though it always hurts. It hurts. 6. Afterwards, the late ex of victim calls 17 times. Not worried, simply brimming over the edge with burning anger, interrogating, "Well, were you wearing something trampy?" I don't blame him. 7. Perpetrator says he cannot let woman walk home alone because she could get hurt. "You're just so small," he says. The words roll off of his tongue, dripping malice and bad intentions as his hand slides between soft thighs. No one around woman does anything to help her, despite the warning signs illuminated in her eyes, doe-eyed deer in headlights, silent, unmoving, unsure of what to do in the moment before the impact. 8. 51-year-old drunken father shuts off the TV around 4:53 p.m. Slurring about the plethora of women he is sick of seeing, me-tooing men he grew up believing were his heroes. Father lays a heavy hand on his son's shoulder and stumbles to the patio to curse at the neighbor's dog and nightly routine, and son locks himself in the bathroom, sits on the shower floor fully clothed. He cannot wash off the fingerprints. He cannot tell anyone. Men don't get sexually assaulted. Men don't get sexually assaulted. Men don't get sexually assaulted. He says to himself over and over and over as if it will somehow make the words true. 9 means no in German. We've been trained to use it as a weapon, our tongues on the trigger, but perpetrators are not afraid of bullet wounds. 10. Perpetrator does it again. 11 again. 12 again and again. 13. I want to curl in on myself. 14. I wish I could forget again and again and again. 15. Afterwards, perpetrator gets off without so much as a slap on the wrist. Thank you.